healthcare support worker is just amazing. It's so rewarding to see an improvement in the patient.
Every single day I go home and I know I've made a difference in not just one, not just two, but probably 30 people's lives that day.
You are literally with somebody at their most vulnerable. They share things with you that they've probably never shared with anybody before, and that is an honour.
A healthcare support worker is a really important role within our organisation. It's a role where, right from the beginning, they are involved with the patients in their care. We've just launched our new values, which are kindness, openness and excellence. We are kind to each other. We do need to be open and we do need to be honest, and delivering excellent patient care is so important. And the healthcare support worker role plays such a big part in that.
As a healthcare support worker, our job entails any basic needs that the patients have, so feeding them, making sure they have relevant hydration, getting them up and out of bed in the morning, helping them to get washed and dressed, and any toileting needs that they have. You form quite a close bond pretty quickly with your colleagues. They're like extended family on here. I couldn't ask for a better place to work, really.
I work in theatres day to day. I'm in the gynae and urology teams, so we'll get all of the equipment ready for each person who's coming in, and then we'll help throughout the operation as well, passing anything that the scrub nurse is asking for. We also go in the anaesthetic room and help look after the patients. We check details with them and talk to them and try and reassure them as much as possible.
A healthcare support worker in the community involves going out, giving patients insulin, leg dressings, keeping them at home, keeping the dignity. I enjoy the fact that we do work within a multidisciplinary team. A lot of the time you're going out there and you're not knowing what you're going to go into, but you've always got support.
As a healthcare support worker, our role is about 90% personal cares. You'll be giving out meals at mealtime, emptying catheters, helping people to the toilet. We might have people that are assisted feed, so we have to help them eat the breakfast. Anyone that needs help, we have to give them a lot of personal care, pad changing them, combing the hair. We do blood sugars, empty stoma bags, washing and dressing the patients. One main challenge I've found really difficult as a healthcare support worker is caring for end-of-life patients, making sure that they have everything that they need, making sure they're comfortable, just making sure they're looked after with a lot of dignity. So when I first started, I definitely didn't realise that it would be as physically challenging. So there is a lot of lifting, a lot of manual handling. This job is very, very challenging, and it is a really hard role to take on. You'll be dealing with a lot of bodily functions, but it is so rewarding.
As associate educator, we're there fully to support the new healthcare support workers. First day on induction, we'll go through anything that they need to. If they need anything for the wards, talk a little bit about the wards, what area they're going to, what speciality they'll be. And then the first day when they hit the wards, that's when we sort of come into action. So if they've got any concerns or if they're feeling anxious about anything, we can sit and have a little chat with them about that, and we can work through it with them.
This role was created to provide pastoral support to new healthcare support workers on the ward. It could be anything to do with work, it could be home life. We've got lots of different support mechanisms that we can signpost you or put you in touch with.
I was very nervous coming into this role because I had learning disabilities, but the associate educator made me feel very relaxed. Would regularly come in, check on me, make sure that I was doing okay. If I had any questions or concerns, then I could go to her for help. I feel like the associate educator gave me the support and the confidence to be able to know that I can do the role. It's absolutely an amazing job.
When healthcare support workers come on board with the Trust, they generally do a 1-week programme of learning where we take them out of clinical practice and we show them some of the practical knowledge, skills and behaviours that they'll need to come and be a really useful member of the team in their first weeks at the Trust. Some of our healthcare support workers have got really big ideas about where they'd like to go with their career, and this Trust can support people to do that.
I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I started as a travel agent. I just then decided to work in healthcare. It was a big change, but everybody's been so supportive and lovely. You do get used to it really quickly and you do enjoy what you're doing.
I applied to become a trainee assistant practitioner because ultimately I wanted to develop my skills further. So it is the bridge between healthcare support worker and nursing. It's a full 2-year uni course that's been paid for by the Trust. So it's the Trust wanting us to kind of get further on in our careers. It puts a big investment into us.
I've always wanted to be a nurse. I didn't get the grades at A-levels, so I got a job in a care home for 2 years, and then I got a job at York Hospital. I was recommended by one of the sisters to start the nursing associate apprenticeship. I was quite disappointed that I didn't get the grades at A-level to go on to uni to be a full-time student nurse, so an opportunity like this, I was very grateful, and I'm really enjoying it.
I've worked for the Trust for 16 years. I didn't get the opportunity to finish school and to do my exams, so getting to be employed by the Trust and working my way up and to do my VQs and my functional skills in maths and English level 2 as a way to access the trainee nursing associate role is just increasing my skills and my knowledge all the time, and I know that my patients are going to get better care.
The support that you get from the Trust is amazing. They'll see you through anything. If you want to try something different, you want to work in a different area, you want to put yourself out of your comfort zone, they're there to support you, and they will support you because they want to help you do that. They want to get you through that.
York and Scarborough, there's so many different people that you can go to if you need support. You're never on your own. You know that you've got the support there if you need it.
As long as you've got the compassion to care for someone, they will teach you everything once you get here. They'll teach you how to do your obs, how to make beds, how to wash people, how to feed people. The training is endless.
Basically, I'm from India. I had been working as a registered nurse in India. We live in Scarborough. I like this place, Scarborough. It's quite silent place. My kid is 4-year-old. She likes here. It's greenish, a lot of park is here, nice beach.
I love living in York. It's not too big, it's not too small. It's got loads of history, loads of restaurants, got a really good buzz. It's close to a lot of amenities. It is a nice place to live and work.
My experience of being a paediatric healthcare support worker varies every day, every shift, because you just don't know what you're getting in those doors. It can be very sad, and that's when you need the support of your work colleagues. But also, on the other hand, children come out with the best one-liners that just make you smile.
I love how it can be completely serious one minute and completely silly the next. You could be holding somebody's hand who has just been told the worst news about their child, and the next minute you can be popping bubbles. I do find once you're on here, you don't ever want to go because you make such a big difference from a family walking through the door to leaving, and that is an honour.
My role as a healthcare support worker is very important. Because you're building that relationship with the patient, you're in that bay with the patient, you get a rapport with them, and maybe they'll tell you a bit of the background and you feel like you know them, and so they're likely to talk to you more if there's a problem. We need to be there.
Everyone's job is important, but the person that spends the majority of the time with a patient are your healthcare support workers. We're the ones which generally are going to them if they ring the bell. We're the person that's just looking in and saying, are you okay, is there anything you need? The healthcare support worker is really the eyes and ears of a lot of the major staff.
Some people might say just a healthcare support worker. There's no such thing as just a healthcare support worker. We're very important, just as important as any other member of staff on the ward.
Me being a healthcare support worker, I love everything about it. When a patient look at me and say you are good, and say thank you, and you see the smile, even though they are in pain, that gives me a lot of joy. I go home every day fulfilled. I enjoy every bit of my job.
I love looking after people and helping people. As a healthcare support worker, you can spot the signs faster than a nurse. You can notice that they're more unwell, and you can really impact on someone's life.
It can be stressful, it is hard work at times, but it's just so very rewarding. To see that patient leave fit and well, and probably in a lot better state than they were when they first arrived, and know that you've played a part in that, and there's nothing more rewarding than that.
If you're thinking about becoming a healthcare support worker, I'd really encourage you to look into the role. Have a think about how much do you enjoy working with people, and do you get a real thrill out of helping people? Do you enjoy teamwork, and are you keen to walk into any situation and think, what can I bring to this and how can I help? Many people have dreamt about working in healthcare, and here at the Trust we can help you achieve that, in return for which we'll ask you to come on board and help us deliver a really positive patient care experience.
If you want to become a healthcare support worker, do it, don't mess about. It doesn't matter what age you are, what you think you can and can't do. Honestly, if you've got care and compassion, go for it.
Whether you're completely new to the field as I was, or whether you've done care work for a long time out in the community, definitely do it. Definitely do it. 5 years of my life I've been doing this now, and I wish I'd been doing it forever.
I wouldn't change it for the world. Would not change being a healthcare support worker. It can be daunting reading up on it, but when you get there, you've got the team behind you, backing you all the way. You will learn about so many things, even the knowledge you don't think you have. It'll come out eventually. It's great.
Someone is out there, there's a patient out there waiting for you to come to put a smile on his or her face. That day is a special day. Stop delaying yourself, go for the job. It's not as difficult as you think.
If you choose to be a healthcare support worker, you will have great job satisfaction, you'll have great teamwork, and you will not look back. So if you want to join the NHS setting, please come now and join a great team.